Some people use money like it's a trophy. Something shiny to put on a shelf, something to show off, something to brag with. But here's the thing about trophies. They just sit there. They collect dust. They don't grow. But in this story, you're about to meet Alex. A guy who learned the hard way that trophies don't build a future. Tools do. This is Alex. He's standing in front of his mirror, checking himself out. Brand new limited edition sneakers, an expensive watch he can't really afford, and the latest phone in his hand. He whispers to his reflection, "People need to know I'm doing well, even if I'm not." He's preparing his digital mask for the world. He opens his banking app, the screen glowing with a harsh reality. Balance, $42.15. Just enough for a couple of coffees. But that's not the story he's telling. He snaps a photo, carefully framing the watch, the shoes, the lifestyle. He posted online with a simple, deceptive caption, "Blessed life." The likes start rolling in, and for a moment, the validation feels real. The emptiness in his bank account feels a little less empty. Later that night, Alex is out with his friends. The music is loud, the energy is high, and Alex is in his element, playing the part of the big shot. He's buying rounds of drinks, insisting on paying for appetizers, waving his card around like it has no limit. "Another round, on me," he shouts over the music. One of his friends, Mark, pulls him aside, a look of concern on his face. "Bro, relax, you don't have to pay for everything. We can split it." Alex just brushes it off with a confident laugh. "Nah, man, I got it. I'm good." Seriously, he wants them to see him as generous, as successful. He wants the image to be perfect. But the performance is about to come to a screeching halt. The bill arrives. Alex confidently hands his card to the server. A few moments later, she returns, her expression apologetic. "I'm so sorry," she says, just loud enough for the people at the next table to hear. "But this card was declined." Silence. The music seems to fade away. The laughter at his table stops. Alex feels every eye in the room turn towards him. He can feel the heat rising in his face, a burning wave of pure, uncut embarrassment. His heart feels like it just dropped into his stomach. He fumbles for another card, knowing it's just as empty. The illusion is shattered. The confident, wealthy persona he had so carefully constructed crumbles into dust right in front of everyone. In that moment, he isn't the man with the blessed life. He's just a guy who can't pay his bill. And the weight of that truth is crushing. A few days later, humiliated and broke, Alex finds himself sitting across from his uncle. His uncle is a quiet man, not flashy at all. He drives a modest car and lives in a comfortable but not extravagant house. Yet, everyone in the family knows he's financially successful. He built his wealth slowly, quietly, and deliberately. There's a calm confidence about him that Alex has always admired but never understood. His uncle takes a slow sip of his coffee and looks at Alex, his gaze steady and knowing. "Why do you do it, Alex?" he asks gently. "Why do you buy things you don't need, with money you don't have?" Alex looks down at his hands, feeling like a child being scolded. He mumbles, avoiding eye contact, "I don't know. I guess people should know I'm doing well." His uncle leans forward slightly, his voice dropping to a near whisper, but every word lands with the weight of a hammer. "Alex," he says, "real wealth whispers. Only fake success shouts." Alex's head snaps up. The words hang in the air between them, sharp and undeniable. He looks at his uncle, truly looks at him, and for the first time, he starts to understand. The shouting was all he knew how to do, because he had nothing real to whisper about. His uncle continued, seeing the flicker of understanding in Alex's eyes. "You're treating money like a trophy, son. Something to polish and put on display so everyone can admire it. But a trophy just sits there. It has no purpose beyond being seen. Money is not a trophy. Money is a tool." He paused, letting that sink in. Think about it. What does a tool do? A tool builds something. A hammer builds a house. A wrench fixes a car. A tool has a function. It creates value. He then broke it down for Alex in the simplest terms. Instead of spending on flashy clothes that lose value the second you wear them, spend on skills. Take a course, learn a trade. Those skills compound. The more you learn, the more you can earn. Instead of buying the latest phone just for the logo, spend on books that upgrade your mind. Spend on tools that actually help you build a better laptop, professional software, the right equipment for a side hustle. Spend on experiences that shape you, that give you perspective. Travel, meet new people. And most importantly, spend on assets. Things that have the potential to grow your money for you. Use your money to build a foundation, not just a facade. Use it to build, not to impress. That conversation was the wake-up call Alex desperately needed. The shame from the restaurant, combined with his uncle's simple, powerful wisdom, ignited a change in him. He went home and made a decision. No more trophies. It was time to start building. He sold the expensive watch. He sold the limited edition sneakers. He took that small chunk of capital and, instead of buying more stuff, he invested it. Not in stocks, not yet. He invested in himself. He enrolled in an online course for video editing and graphic design. He spent his evenings not scrolling through social media, but watching tutorials, practicing his new craft, and honing his skills. He started reading every single morning, books on business, finance, and personal development. He upgraded his old, slow laptop to a more powerful one that could handle the editing software. It wasn't a flashy purchase, but it was a tool. Slowly, painstakingly, he shifted his focus. Instead of consuming content to feel a part of the hype, he started creating it. He built a small portfolio of his work. He started reaching out to small businesses, offering his services. The first few rejections stung, but he kept going. Then, he landed his first client. It was a small project, but the feeling of earning money from a skill he had built with his own two hands was 1,000 times more satisfying than any like he had ever received on a post. That one client led to another. Within a few months, he had a steady stream of freelance work. He wasn't a millionaire, not even close. But for the first time in his adult life, he had a consistent income that was growing. He was building something real. The final scene isn't Alex standing in front of a mirror with a new watch. It's Alex sitting at his desk, focused, creating. He stopped trying to look rich, and instead, he started the long, difficult, but rewarding journey of actually becoming wealthy. He learned that money isn't a prize you win and show off. Money is a hammer. It's a powerful tool placed in your hands. And every single day, you get to choose what you build with it. Build wisely. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps you build a better life. We'll see you in the next one.